Did Putin pay over 2 crores in cash to refuel jets in the U.S.? Russian president met Trump in Alaska. Crucial meeting between world leaders took place on August 15. But Putin paid $250,000 in cash to refuel 3 jets. U.S. Secretary of State reveals shocking reason. Russian President Vladimir Putin had to pay nearly $250,000, which is roughly 2.2 crore in cash, to refuel 3 jets while returning from the United States. When Putin arrived in Alaska on August 15 for a high-stakes meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump, he received a red carpet welcome. But U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has now revealed that the Russian president's delegation had to pay for jet refueling in cash, a direct result of U.S. sanctions. While speaking to local media, Rubio said that the unusual payment was a direct consequence of U.S. banking sanctions against Moscow, which prevent Russian officials from using the American financial system. Trump's aide, in an interview, said that when the Russians landed in Alaska, they were there to refuel. The U.S. Secretary of State added that they had to offer to pay in cash to refuel their airplanes because they couldn't use America's banking system. Rubio further went on to add that Russians face consequences every single day. But the U.S. Secretary of State said that it has not altered the direction of this war. In the interview, Rubio said that it doesn't mean those sanctions against Russia were inappropriate, but it hasn't altered the outcome of it. Trump's aide defended the existing sanctions regime, saying all measures imposed before Trump took office remain intact and continue to exert daily pressure on Russia. Rubio said sanctions take months and sometimes years to bite, arguing that additional sanctions could jeopardize ongoing diplomatic efforts to bring both sides to the negotiating table. Remember, Putin and his team remained in Alaska for nearly 5 hours, attending a nearly 3-hour meeting with U.S. President Trump. While Trump later stated that no deal or ceasefire agreement had been reached, reports indicate Russia presented a proposal that Trump encouraged Ukraine to review. After meeting Putin, Trump met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and European leaders in Washington to discuss lasting security guarantees for Kyiv. Zelensky said he was willing to hold direct talks with Putin, but rejected any deal involving territorial concessions.